Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
So it's away we go then.
Can he latch on to this?
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Davy Klaassen,
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. And this is Bebeto. Just eases him off the ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Lewandowski! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Milan make the perfect start. They are already ahead. Nuno Mendes. McTominay.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He shifted it to the flank. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Can he get away here? And he welcomes it in. He's had a shot! Decent enough try.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
McTominay. Oh, this looks sharp.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
It's Lewandowski!
Ajax clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
It's a promising position. And this is Klaassen. He shot, surely! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Ajax really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
They've played it short. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Here it is, crossed in. Tries to get it clear. This looks promising. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Rijkaard. Spread out to the left. And it's lofted through here. It's a goal kick. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Bebeto. Now it's Akliouche. Davy Klaassen. Ajax are looking to break at pace. Nuno Mendes. Adeyemi. Davy Klaassen. That's a throw. And he lines up a... He's got full! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Dolberg actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Milan really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Ajax finding their passes. Played back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Davy Klaassen. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Has a shot! And that is wildly off target.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Akliouche. Now that is tiny, really tiny. And this is Bebeto. Bebeto is onto this. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, that has not gone well. It's a pretty loose pass. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Milan head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. There's the start of the second half.
Milan really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Klaassen. Now it's Dolberg. Spread it left. Adeyemi.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Bebeto. Looking for the run. And this is Lewandowski. He's on. Takes a shot! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Soutalo tries to clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Davy Klaassen. Looking to play him in. Julio Cesar gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. McTominay being hounded, manhandled at times.
Look, stopping him is imperative. It may not eliminate trouble, but it'll reduce it.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Milan are still that goal to the good. Can he get it through? Oh, he'll be annoyed at himself for not getting there.
Adeyemi.
Now that looks a decent ball. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
There will be a throw-in.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Played out wide, played back in. No, it's not getting there. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Aimed beyond the defence.
Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, good spread. Berghaus.
And he's gone backward here.
Oh, what a ball! And a shot! He scored! Do not write them off! Back they come! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Sostituzione per il Milan, numero 27.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Cambio di giocatore.
Ajax grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Ajax really will fancy their chances now. They need to make the most of the momentum, but they have to be careful not to overstretch themselves and pay a price.
Milan have it back and can go again. Threads one in. Sutalo with the clearance. Bebeto with the short one. And that's a real chance missed.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Now it's Mbappe. Barcola. Very nicely done. He has found the way through. Big header! Oh, should have put that away. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Oh, the less said about that pass, the better.
Ajax clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Lobbed in behind. Good read, needed to be.
Bebeto.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And it's made its way to him. Ball coming, he gets big! Another big chance that gets away.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Milan can make their change now with a break in play.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Can he get on the end of this? Backward it goes.
Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done. Berghaus!
Berghaus plays it short. Played into the box. And that's it. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner.
Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, if this was a game where both sides played to their strengths, there could only have been one winner, but ifs don't count in football.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.
Signore e signori, attenzione, il papà del bambino che indossa un cappellino blu è atteso all'area informazioni.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begley.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
And now, lining up for
Our understanding is that it's going to be a 3-6-1 formation.
Well, I've seen it before, Peter, but it's extremely unusual. Whether it actually stays like we've been told, we'll gauge once the game is ongoing, but essentially, it can be effective from both a defensive or offensive viewpoint. It all depends on the manager and his personnel and whether he prefers getting on the front foot or just thinking a little negatively. We'll have to wait and see.
And we're underway. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
Over to the left.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Teat. Mario Götze. Now it's Kalimwendo.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Barcola proves just a little bit too strong. Christensen. It's Doan. Doan. Mario Götze. Good ball, good take. He's on it, can he get away? Barcola attempts a clearance. Knocks it into space. Mendes gets rid without sophistication.
Pretty cagey early on from both sides.
Can he spark a counter here?
Good ball over the top.
Vinicius,
Great chance! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
number 21, Vinicius Junior.
Eintracht Frankfurt are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Played out to the left flank.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Taken back almost at once. Teat. Eintracht Frankfurt applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two.
He's tried one! And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Duan. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Bok. Chance for a shot! And he's following up! Really well taken goal. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Duan. And it's Götze. Lovely bit of skill. And it's made its way to him. Incoming delivery.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Vinicius Junior. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Duan. Shaqiri. And he's on a charge. Cleared without hesitation. And now they can spring out of defence. That ball looks a good one. And he's onside. That's a corner kick. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Tries to play it through. Barcola. Oh, that's nice. Fired deep towards the back post. Duan. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Looking for the run. And that is expertly dealt with.
Vinicius Junior really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
He's got away, tries to cross.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Shaqiri. Koch. It's Doan. Mario Götze. It's Doan. And that'll be the final action of the first half. How would you review the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Milan go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion.
Everyone, please welcome to the field our players.
Here we go again. He's had it taken off him. Sakiri. Oh, this looks sharp. This looks promising. Oh, good take in a good area.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rooney looking to add to his goal. Ekitike. Can he get it through? Shot could be on. Oh, that goes for a shot! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
A case now of complete control. Christensen. Duan. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Great vision. There's no flag. That's very neat. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. They've played it short. Showing good feet. There's the shot! And he's gone looking for safety. Milan are looking to go forward now. Can he get on the end of this? He's in plenty of space here, and he's managed to get free, and he whips in across.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper is very relieved.
Now it's Skiri, looking to play him in. Sakiri picks it up out wide. Well, they've got plenty back, they can deal with that. Vinicius Junior. Now Barcola. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Christensen, back towards the middle. Defending here is really tight. Sakiri. Threads one in. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And he whips it in. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Milan do have a chance to counter here. That has not gone well. Akliush. And he plays one through. Tries to get it clear. Now it's Barcola. It's a goal kick. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Coming on to replace him is number 9,
Koch.
Burkhardt. Substitution.
Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. And it's Götze. And it's Akliush. That looks a good ball through. And that has been knocked clear. Oh, he's been caught on shoots! And again! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Substitution for Frankfurt. Number 13. Coming on the field is number 7.
Ekitike under intense pressure.
Look, if they want to shut down the threat, he's a very good place to start.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Akliush. Akliush going full tilt down the right-hand side. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Rijkaard. That has been slung wide. No, he refuses to take the bait. Eintracht Frankfurt needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And that has put paid to that. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And he's worked it through. And he welcomes it in. Oh, that was vital. Mario Götze. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. It's a sharp pass. McTominay, who's set up one goal so far.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Substitution in progress.
So here comes the substitution. Terrific header! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Koch. Duan. This is Götze.
4 added minutes has been
To
indicated.
a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Burkhardt! Great strike. A test for the keeper. Mbappe chasing after it.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And the through ball. Plenty to aim at here. And that is masterful defending. Sakiri. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Milan definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
And a quick reminder today to please take all
So
the
thank you
dustbins
very much, Jim, for
located by
joining
the
me. That
entrance
brings us to the
gates.
end of our
Thank you
coverage.
very much.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Begley.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
There's the whistle. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Can he get it through? Willock. Oh, there's a probing ball.
This is the time you need that pace.
Strong running down that left flank. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chow did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Gordon. Gordon! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Gordon actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Moved on forwards. Barnes. Now, can they get him away? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And it's Hall. Now, that looks a decent ball. Decent chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Up he goes! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Milan, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. He's looking wide. Yamal was in no mood for any of that. Rooney. Adeyemi. Adeyemi. There he goes, motoring forward. And it's hoisted clear. Oh, what has happened here? Big chance! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Well, the whole idea of a good breakaway is to leave the opposition struggling to get back, and they were just too slow. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no...
And the shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Numero 17.
Milan have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Tonali. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Here's Gordon. And it's Hall. And he's picked it up out wide. Barnes with the cross. Yamal gets it away. Hall goes short. Gordon! He's got a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Ha segnato al 30° minuto, numero 10.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Newcastle grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Just eases him off the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he's had a hit! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Yamal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Trippier gets rid without sophistication. Bebeto. He's going for goal! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Trippier tries to pass it through. Rooney. Yamal. Out to the left it goes. Elanga.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, can he get onto this? Byrne wins the duel this time. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. This looks promising. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Willock, looking to play him in. Distributed tidily. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. And we are up to the break.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And so we're off again.
Chow.
Newcastle finding their passes. Played out wide. And it's Hall. Now it's Barnes. And it's made its way to him. And it's Tonali. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one.
Yamal.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, there's one of the players of the week. It's an inviting looking ball, that.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And he welcomes it in. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Great defending, strong and determined. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, they've been over-generous up to this point, I would say, so that had to happen.
Rijkaard makes the interception. Yamal making good progress on the right-hand side. He is through here.
Yamal.
And a chance!
Elanga.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Konate, spread out to the left. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Elanga. Trippier. Nicely weighted ball. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Cambio di giocatori.
Tonali. Trippier, who does have an assist to his name. Gordon. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Adeyemi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well seen, saw that coming. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Mendes calmly anticipates. And he's being shifted off it. Now it's Gordon. Trippier. He's on it, can he get away? He's being urged to shoot. And he's there to belt it away. And here's Barnes. Oh, really good feet.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Lobbed in behind. It's out for a goal kick.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 27.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Numero 13. Attenzione, un cambio.
Willock. Now it's Gordon. Looking for the run. It's played through for him.
That's good defensive concentration.
Looking for options for movement. That's very neat. Aimed beyond the defence. That's going to go a long way. Out for a throw. Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Numero 7. Viene sostituito con il numero 22.
Willock. He's got away. Bayer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And it's Akliouche. Rooney picks out. There's the shot. It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Shot at goal. He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Linton knocks it into space. Great ball, and he's in here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides.
Great chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Out of play for a goal kick. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Quality ball. Now, what about a counter-attack? Great vision. Livramento providing an outlet on that flank. And we're done. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Ekitike voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Il papà del bambino che indossa
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
Well, we're on the way. Yildiz. David. Passing is crisp and sharp. Played out towards the right wing. Yamal in acres of space out wide. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Locatelli. Now it's McKennie. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And it's Cambiasso. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Yildiz. Now it's David.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Vieira. Now it's Barcola. That has ended up in no man's land. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Out to the left it goes. Tries to pass it through. And it's McKennie. Knocks it into space. Can he finish? And he's really put himself on the line here. And that's caused a worry or two.
David is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Pass somewhat off target. Well, that's beautifully weighted. David! It's there! There is the breakthrough! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Locatelli.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
Yildiz really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he goes.
He's having a shot! He scores! And they're at it again in double quick time. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. So that's two now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Punched away. Well, there's the clearance. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Locatelli. Oh, good read. Locatelli was in no mood for any of that. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Now it's Lewandowski. Barcola. Locatelli gets a foot in here. Kalulu. Barcola.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now McTominay. Milan are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Shot a goal! That's very neat. Bebeto to David! No, couldn't quite control it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Yildiz has created one goal already. Bremer. Over to the left. Oh, that's a key interception. Cambiasso. And it's Turan. Kelly. That has been slung wide. McTominay. Rijkaard. Nuno Mendes. And it's Lewandowski. Played out to the left flank. Barcola. Nice control. Crossing. Up he goes! And the header is disappointing in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. How was the first half compared with your expectation?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game, and it's easier said than done, as we know.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Kelly.
And that has left him in a heap. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Yildiz. And it's Cambiasso. Now Kelly. Bremer. And Kalulu. Conceição. Now it's Barcola.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side.
Yamal. And it's Vieira.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, that is good.
Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's a good ball out wide.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
They've played it short. David! Milan are looking to go forward now.
McTominay. And Yamal.
Yamal carries the ball down the right. Now it's Lewandowski. And the finish! Now that is commitment to the cause.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 7.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Barcola has it in a wide position.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Bremer. Kalulu.
McKennie. Oh, he's found support out wide. Played into space out wide. He's on it. Can he get away?
Barcola.
And it's Lewandowski. Now it's David. He's in space and looking for options. Cambiasso. And it's Locatelli. Now it's Yildiz. No outsmarting him this time. Locatelli. Kalulu. McTominay spots it and intercepts. Now it's David. He's looking wide. Looking for options for movement. And this is Bebeto. There's the shot! He's got a goal! Just one goal in it now! Game on! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 10.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Milan get themselves back into contention.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Rolls it backwards. Jagrova. Hoisted in. Big header! And it's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. And the defence let themselves down by not picking him up. I think the boss won't be amused.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Now, he's got space here. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Tries to play it through. Now it's Kostic. Cambiasso. And it's McKennie. And here's Openda. And he's in a big chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Here's Locatelli. Vieira. Akliush. Can he get it through? He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's neat.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now, can they get him away? And that has been clubbed away. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end, virtually unavoidable. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.